Rocky Mountain oysters are a Colorado specialty.
I would love this.
And they're not oysters. They're deep-fried bull testicles. Some say they taste like gamey calamari.
Okay. No. I'm not eating no one's testicle. Whether it's a man or an animal, I'm not doing that. I'm not doing that. I'm sorry. No. I'll probably be very hungry when I'm done with this video. The most iconic food in every US state. I really hope, I really wish, and I really pray that one day I would be able to afford to visit the United States. Just once. Enjoy some of these sites, enjoy some of these cuisines, some of this food, at least once in my life. That is one of my dreams, to be able to visit at least, not all the countries in the world, but at least 100 before I die. That's one of my biggest dreams in life. And the more I grow older, the more that dream seems like it's never going to happen, but one can always hope. I mean, anything can happen. I could do something and become rich all of a sudden, and all that can become possible. So who knows? This should be fun and delicious. Let's get right into it.
From Maine lobster rolls to New York pizza, here is each state's favorite food. Alabama's pick is smoked chicken with white sauce. Chicken is smoked for hours and then dunked in a tangy white sauce.
I'm definitely going to Alabama if I ever go to the US. This chicken looks nice. Kentucky, okay. It looks, because I was thinking whether this was, because it looks like how they prepare KFC chicken. It looks like how I've never prepared it before, but I think I've seen someone prepare it somewhere. I can't remember exactly where I did, but I think I've seen it before. It looks like this. They pour some things on the chicken, some white kind of thing on the chicken, then put it in the oven, something like that. So I think this one is different. This one, they'll pour it, then they will now roast it. Wow, this looks great. Alabama, okay. I'm putting it down.
Alaska commercially harvests more than 100 million salmon a year. It can be cooked a number of ways.
Oh,
grilled,
yeah, I love
smoked,
fish.
Cured, you name it.
I love all sorts of
Sonoran
fish.
dog is originally from Mexico, but is extremely popular in Arizona. The bacon-wrapped hot dog is topped with beans, onions, tomato, and a drizzle of mustard and jalapeno salsa.
I don't really like beef like that.
Arkansas takes its cheese dip very seriously. There's even a World Cheese Dip Championship in Little Rock every year. 90% of the avocados produced in the U.S. come from California. And it's not just guacamole and avocado toast that's being made. There are avocado burgers, fries, chocolate, and even beer. Rocky Mountain oysters are a Colorado specialty.
I would love this.
And they're not oysters. They're deep-fried bull testicles. Some say they taste like gamey calamari.
Okay. No. I'm not eating no one's testicle. Whether it's a man or an animal, I'm not doing that. I'm sorry. No. I'm not eating nobody's testicles. I'm not doing that. I just can't keep that picture out of my head. I'm eating someone's balls, whether it's an animal or not. I just can't.
Specialty. And they're not oysters. They're deep-fried bull testicles. Some say they taste like gamey calamari. New Haven-style pizza, also known as...
How would someone even sit down and think about eating testicle? Okay, let me not ask like people don't eat it here, but I've never eaten a testicle before. What the hell? I can't even put cutting it and I don't just be picturing someone cutting my own testicle. What the hell? No. I can't add that. No.
New Haven-style pizza, also known as a pizza, is characterized by its coal-fired thin crust. It originated at the Frank Pepe Pizzeria, which is also known for its white clam pizza. Chicken and slippery dumplings is a Delaware comfort food. These slippery dumplings are rolled out paper thin and cut into large rectangles. The Cuban sandwich is made with ham, roast pork, Swiss cheese, pickles, and mustard. It was created by Cuban immigrants in Florida.
I think I saw something like beef inside there.
The peach cobbler is one of the most popular desserts in Georgia, especially since the peach is the official state fruit. Poke is native to Hawaii. It consists of diced raw fish such as salmon or tuna tossed in sauce. Idaho grows the most potatoes in the U.S. These potatoes are made into French fries, chips,
I do eat
and
that,
other
but
carb
really,
delights. While there is a debate on which
I eat enough potatoes in my country, so even if I go to the US, I'm not going to eat potato. I'm only going to be trying to eat things that are not available here. Is there anything like that? I'm not sure. But in terms of the delicacies, like things that are not available here in terms of delicacies, then yeah, but things that I'm already eating here, no, I'm not doing that.
Restaurant has the best. It's irrefutable that Chicago deep dish pizza is a must-have. The gooey treat is baked in a pan and full of cheesy goodness. Indiana loves its pork tenderloin sandwiches, especially when they're fried to crispy perfection. These sandwiches are known for being bigger than your face.
Wow.
The Made Right sandwich is a
that is some enjoyment, man.
It's kind of like a sloppy Joe without the sauce.
I don't really like pork like that, but I can manage that.
The Made Right sandwich is a loose meat beef sandwich. It's kind of like a sloppy Joe without the sauce. It can get a little bit messy, but it is totally worth it. Kansans love their barbecue ribs. Baby backs are coated with special rub and smothered with finger-licking barbecue sauce. The hot brown is an open-faced sandwich consisting of turkey, tomato, Mornay sauce, and bacon. It's put under a broiler until crispy and brown, and was invented in the Brown Hotel in Louisville, Kentucky. Gumbo is a Louisiana treasure, and also the state's official cuisine. The dish has its roots in many different cultures, including African, French, and Choctaw. Often served from a big pot, it's filled with chicken and sausage or a seafood medley. Lobster rolls rule in Maine, especially since 90% of U.S. lobsters are caught off.
I don't really like lobster like that. I can eat it sometimes, but not that much.
With large chunks of lobster with little to no fillers. Marylanders are obsessed with crab, and one of the best ways to eat it is crab cake. Just don't forget to add some Old Bay.
Count me out.
No food is more iconic in Massachusetts than clam chowder. This creamy soup is filled with vegetables, cream, stock, and clams. Get it in a bread bowl to make it extra special. Mackinac Island fudge is a must-have in Michigan. There are over 13 fudge shops, collectively making more than 10,000 pounds of fudge daily during the peak travel season, making Mackinac Island America's fudge capital. Nothing screams Minnesota more than tater tot hot dish. Vegetables, ground beef, and cream of mushroom soup are topped with tater tots and roasted to golden perfection. You can find the best fried catfish in Mississippi. Not surprising, since the state is the world's leading producer of pond-raised catfish. Toasted ravioli is St. Louis's fun take on the pasta dish. Each ravioli is breaded, fried, and served with marinara sauce. Huckleberries are grown in the northwestern United States, especially in the mountainous parts of Montana, and they can be made into anything.
Huckleberry syrup, huckleberry jam, huckleberry breakfast girls, huckleberry man, berry cherry pretzels, huckleberry sauce, huckleberry...
You get it. Chili with a cinnamon roll is a match made in heaven. This pairing has been served as a school lunch in the Midwest since the 1960s. Pre-coronavirus, buffet culture was big in Las Vegas. Prices range from $5 for a breakfast buffet to $65 at the Bacchanal Buffet at Caesar's Palace, which included unlimited prime rib and crab legs. Apple cider donuts are a New England favorite. New Hampshire is home to many apple orchards, including the oldest continuously operated one in America, Apple Crest Farms. Saltwater taffy dates back to the 1880s in Atlantic City, New Jersey. A mixture of corn syrup, sugar, and butter is stretched until it becomes aerated, then individually wrapped.
Wow.
The New Mexico chili is a staple ingredient in New Mexico cuisine. It starts out as a green pepper and ripens into a red one. It's often roasted or made into a puree. New York pizza is legendary. Some say it's the New York City tap water that gives the dough its characteristic foldable yet crispy crust. There are two barbecue styles in North Carolina, Eastern and Lexington. Eastern lays claim to whole hog barbecuing, while Lexington style mostly uses pork shoulder meat with a ketchup-based sauce. Nefla soup is rich and creamy, filled with potato and small dough balls. This dish comes from the German Russians who settled in North Dakota. The Buckeye is a peanut butter ball dipped in chocolate. It resembles the nut of the buckeye tree, often found in Ohio. Chicken fried steak is the epitome of Southern comfort food. A large piece of beef steak is breaded and pan-fried, and you can't forget the gravy. The Marionberry pie is an Oregon favorite. The Marionberry was actually created at Oregon State University as part of a berry developing partnership with the U.S. Department of Agriculture in the early 1900s. The Philly cheesesteak is world famous. A hoagie roll is loaded with an absurd amount of beefsteak. Then provolone or cheese whiz is added on top. Stuffed clams, also known as stuffies, are a local favorite in Rhode Island. Giant quahog clams are stuffed with clam, herbs, and breading. You've got to try a low country boil in South Carolina. It consists of shrimp, sausages, potatoes, corn, and some Old Bay. Chislic is pieces of cubed red meat, typically lamb, venison, or beef. It's usually grilled or deep fried. German and Russian immigrants are credited with bringing the dish to South Dakota in the 1870s. Memphis-style ribs can be prepared dry or wet. Dry ribs are...
That's one interesting thing about the United States. Since the U.S. is an immigrant country, so many cultures, so many food from different cultures would come and amalgamate into one country. So probably the US has everything. And make no mistake, I've never gone to the US, but I'm pretty sure that there's some Nigerian restaurants. I'm very, very sure of that. Nigerians are very hardworking, and I'm very, very sure that someone has opened a Nigerian restaurant, at least in a big city like New York or Atlanta, where there are a lot of black people. I don't know where there are a lot of black people in New York, but I'm sure in Atlanta. Yeah, in Atlanta, I'm very, very sure of that. Because I think Atlanta is like a black in terms of population. I think black it's a black dominant city. So I'm pretty sure, and a lot of Nigerians go there when they go to the United States. So I wouldn't be surprised if there's a Nigerian restaurant in Atlanta, at least in Atlanta and Houston. A lot of Nigerians are in Houston as well.
And immigrants are credited with bringing the dish to South Dakota in the 1870s. Memphis-style ribs can be prepared dry or wet. Dry ribs are covered with a dry rub, while wet ribs are brushed with sauce throughout the cooking process.
This is like the cow's ribs.
Texas goes big for barbecue. It's especially known for its juicy, fall-off-the-bone ribs and tender briskets that have been smoked all day. Jell-O is so popular in Utah that it's the official state snack. Utah culture is closely tied to Mormon culture, which also loves Jell-O. Vermont is the leading producer of maple syrup in the U.S. Tree sap is boiled into sugar and then filtered into syrup before making its way onto your pancakes. Smithfield ham is a hometown favorite for Virginia. It's a specific form of ham cured in Smithfield, Virginia. Coffee culture is big in Washington. Home to coffee giant Starbucks, the state also has many independently owned coffee shops to fuel your...
Starbucks started in Washington. That is weird. I didn't think anything started in Washington, really. Seriously. Most American inventions, I didn't think any of them started or originated in Washington. I'm actually surprised, to be honest with you. Most American inventions I've heard about, most of them is from other states, sometimes Midwest states that most people don't even know about, like places like companies like KFC, Walmart, and things like that, like those American companies that are truly American. So I'm actually surprised.
Caffeine cravings. West Virginians love their pepperoni rolls. They were invented as an easy lunch meal for coal miners in the 1920s. Wisconsin is considered the cheese state, and one of the best ways to eat cheese is cheese curds. Whether they're eaten fresh or deep fried, they make an awesome snack. Bison steaks are popular in Wyoming. They're described as having a lighter, slightly sweeter flavor than beef.
Wow, I love this. That just makes me to want to travel to the United States even more. God, hear my prayers. You can also help with that by liking the video. Like the video, maybe one day this channel will blow up. I'm not really holding my breath, but who knows? Anything can happen. You have to always keep going and keep going. Anything can happen. So that's what I'm doing. The same thing I'm doing here. Maybe eventually I hope I can, go to all these countries, do vlogs in these places, maybe do vlogs and show myself eating all these things. That would be so nice, and put it up here, because God explores world actually means that God is supposed to explore the world. But at this point, that is not possible. But hopefully in the future, it's possible, and I can get to experience some of these iconic foods in these different states in the United States. Let me know what you guys think about this video. I really like to know your opinions about this. Which food, is there any food in this list that is your favorite food? Let me know that in the comments. I'll see you on the next one. Peace.